Okay, so this is part 2. Right now I am trying to figure out how to see this power trace from MB core. So the video, if I go back to the schematics, then let's see, Shift F, no, it's Control F to find. Let's do MB and then core. Then scroll through this until we find somewhere where we can see what it's connected to. Okay, no, not right there. Okay, right here. Okay, so if we zoom into here, this MB core voltage, which is supposed to be nominal around 1.25 volts, is connected to FT4U1. And I have it connected to that guy on the bottom of the board. Oops. Let's see, FT4U1. It is U4U1, right? FT4. Wait a second. Hold up. FT4U1. No, it's 4U. Okay, which means it should be right. Okay, I think I might mess something up. FT4U. Oh, that's that guy right there. Now I have it connected to. Hold up. If this guy is connected right, can't even like see that through the camera. I'm just gonna use my eyes. See, it's like all tangled up. It is connected to this guy down here, which is FT1. FT1T1, which means we probably have it on the wrong guy. Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna fix that real fast actually. So, I do know that this, full focus, the FT4U1 is also the same thing on the top of the board called DB6F1, which is like right there. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this real fast. Just gonna watch me do that. Probably gonna have a hard time holding the camera at the same time. I need to find a place to put the camera. Let's put it like, I don't know, somewhere. Okay, well, I'll just do it one-handed, I guess. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna need to do is grab some solder to prep that pad. So I think I might have prepped it already. Okay, well, I don't know. See, take this solder and use it. Hold the phone and use the solder at the same time, like first person view. Okay. See, let's make it a little, so you guys can also see what I'm doing better. So up right where that solder is, I'm gonna heat up this pad just a little bit. It's not really gonna go, so I'm gonna add solder first. Okay, add that blanket of flux on there. Okay, now it's like that. Okay, drop the solder. Let's go ahead and grab one of these copper, no, it's connected, copper laminated wires that I have laying around. Like tons of them and a whole spool of them. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, just quickly line it up, make it straight. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna be straight. Okay. Well, yeah, let me just put it like this then. Oh, well, that might work a little better for you guys. Except for it's kind of blurry. Might be a little too close for my phone. Well, okay, so. Do I even have it on our spot? Yeah, I do. Okay. So it's gonna be a little blurry just because how my phone's set up. Don't have enough distance, but this guy right. That's the wrong guy. Okay, that's why. Okay, this guy right here is the DB6F1, so you can't read it, but it's DB6F1, which is connected to the voltage MB core on the schematic, which is what the guy was using to determine where to set the glitch at. And so I'm going to solder this tiny copper wire on there, so I can just make sure it stays on there pretty good though. Okay, clean off the soldering iron, pick up the phone. Okay, we're gonna get like some kind of setup. The thing is, I tried using my camcorder, but with a tripod, but the camera is like way too zoomed in for some reason. So, well, okay. So now what I'm gonna do, because I just realized I made that mistake. Because before I was trying to measure it around the GPIO in it, which last time I showed you guys that it was only going from low to high way later. And I figured out that that's because it was in a floating position. So this GPIO, these little posts right there, just a refresher, pull up the photo of it. Yeah, these posts right here, zoom this in. So this post I ripped out. Let's see, I think I accidentally ripped out another one too. Last time I worked on it, which I think was this one. Let's see. No, what's that one? No, it was this one right here. Yellow one, second one. Or third, but I accidentally ripped out this one. Did I? Yeah, so I accidentally ripped out the third one. Or post number 2. So post 0 and post 2 are gone. I need to probably figure out a way to get them connected again, because this guy has that little trace that I can probably solder to. This guy is just through the board somewhere, so I might be able to dig it out and get a solder to stick there, but I don't know. Well, so right now I have this far post. Double check. So I'm looking at the board right now to try and reference. Yeah, okay. So I have this far post connected to this oscilloscope, and then I also have this post. It's not connected. No, this one. This one, the orange one's not connected to anything right now, but I do have it wired. So if I need to measure it, I can. And so right now, the moment, this post right now, the green, or post 3 is the reason why I wasn't seeing in last video, wasn't seeing the posts go from high to low, is because, well, I guess they're floating. So when they're floating, they're I think the Marcus, the one who did the hack, I think when he did that, he had them he had the posts. Let's find something to point with. He had the, oh gosh, it's not work. Made like something like this. Okay, he had the post just like I have the post just wired in like that, but I think he might have had a resistor from the post to pull it up to 3.3 volts. And so I went ahead and pulled up 3.3 volts. So as soon as the post enables, or the and as soon as it enables, the post will drop down to 0 or be grounded. And so that's why I was able to catch right here, is now I can actually see when it drops down way before, well, guess I can't zoom in when it's captured like that, or zoom out. Way before it starts to output the later on boot post codes. And you can see those ones because they aren't, like he said in the video, they aren't as, they can revoke them, as in they can easily deny them and prevent a hack through that way. So what I did just barely is I soldered in this little wire, which you guys saw, and I connected it to my oscilloscope through this wire right here. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. It's like impossible. Okay, do that. That's connected there. Get this guy to ground. Then let's make sure nothing's like touching anything we don't want it to touch, as in like shorting out or anything. Let's see. Okay, now I believe, let's make sure that we put back on roll mode. Let's zoom this out to 1 volt or 2 volts again. Put this roll to like 1 second. Then let's watch it as we plug in power. Just gonna plug the power over here just so I can reach it with my right hand. Boom, power is plugged in. Up. Okay, pause it right there. Unplug the power just so I'm not leaving the Xbox plugged in. because I don't need it to try to do stuff when I don't want it to. Not that it matters, but I'm particular like that. Okay, so if I center this guy, zoom in on this guy, it looks like... Okay, well, I don't even need to zoom in, I can just... No, that's the wrong guy, stop. Wow. Okay, I'll just center that, change back to cursor mode, adjust this, and see how high up that voltage is, which is right at... Oh, perfect, it's like right where it says it would be 1.24. So like, right about 1.25. Okay. Now, since we figured out the right signal and we were measuring the wrong one previously, before I started recording, let's try this. Okay, so, so right now it's at, this MB core drop goes from 0 to 1.25, somewhere around there. It's like hard to, because it adjusts so very little. So I'm going to zoom it in, make it divisible by, let's do like 0.5, yeah, 0.5 millivolts. Then I'm gonna make sure it's offset right, and then I'm gonna take, nope, that's wrong guy. Take this, change the offset to what that voltage was, which was probably what it referenced in the data sheet. So I'm just gonna put 1.25. And then it needs to be negative, so that way it drops or pulls it down. Okay. And do okay. Boom. Okay. Might be a little off, but let's see if we move up or down or something, if it'll appear. Huh. Well, maybe it's because I... Okay, well, let's try this again. Wait, see, just make sure it doesn't turn off. 2, 5. Okay, negative. Okay, single. Now, oh wait, we don't roll. We want that same 500 microsecond window. Okay, now let's plug in the Xbox power. Wait until it triggers on that GPIO. Boom. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at that. Okay. So now it looks like it's really, really noisy. So I'm gonna need to back out of this a little bit. See, it looks like it's all noisy throughout. See, we can probably center it right around there, which is negative 1.236. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. So let's make it a little less noisy by increasing the amount of voltage is divided by. Or I think it's, yeah, okay. Well, then I'm gonna take the offset again. I think it was like, I already forgot. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, I need to put the. Let's try that again. I need to put. It was 1. I think it was 1.23 maybe. 36. I think that's what it was. Okay. Negative. Let's see if that'll bring it on screen. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now let's do auto. I'm in auto single trigger mode. Plug in the power. Wait for the trigger. Boom. Okay. Yeah. This is looking promising. Oh wait, we have the line straight. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? And then I realized the whole thing's, it's all shifted over to the side. Okay, well let's center that. Try again. Okay. Might be off by a little bit still. Nope, looks like we're good. Okay. Huh. Well, I don't know what those waves are for. Yeah, I did something. Let's try again. Just to make sure. Huh. I don't know what those fluctuations are. Okay. Oh, let's see how long those fluctuations go on for. Just to see. Interesting. It's gone for quite a while. Okay, well, yeah, let's see what we can do about this. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm using DC coupling. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna switch this back to, go back here, change this, oh, not amps, we need DC coupling, okay. Back to AC. Now, this what, yeah, okay, well, losing my mind. Yeah, let's try this, see if it's still at the right offset, or if it's just gonna be off in the distance. Yeah, it's gonna be off in the distance, of course it is. Okay, just back to volts, just back to 2 volts, divisible. Okay, this guy, oh no, we don't power on yet, we need to set it up. Single trigger, enable, boom, okay. How far off is that from where we had to go? Looks like it is about 840 millivolts. Maybe like 820 millivolts, kind of in between the two. Okay, and let's also check to see if this guy is doing what it was doing before where it would. Okay, let's see. Roll. Yeah, it's still doing that weird thing, which it was. That's why I had it on DC. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, let's just see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna turn off roll. Go back to 50 US window. Change the voltage back to 0.5. See, oops. Change the offset back to, I think it was 820 millivolts. Now, of course, it's negative. Millivolt, okay. Try this now. Get some power. Oops, I wanted to start right there. Let's try this again. Boom. Okay, a little low though. Let's see, how low are we though? Let's bring it up about like to there. Sure, right there. Boom. Huh. Looks the same. Okay, well, in that case it doesn't need to be. Oh, I'm gonna revert what I just did. I'll be right back. Okay, so, yeah, sorry, I forgot to start recording. I was asking AI on some stuff and switched the channel. Now this guy's connected here, like I showed you guys, but now that guy, I'm noticing that because all these lines, it says it might be normal, but I really need to figure out why there's like these drops in lines. So it says to look for a spike, like in the picture. Whoops. It should drop down almost and just like kind of fluctuate. Then right when that spike is, that's what we're looking for, by the way. Is this spike right after the right after the GPIO. So I don't know how to find that. Let's see. I'm gonna increase the voltage ever so slightly. Maybe change it to like 10 or something. Let's see. You remember the offset though. Okay. Offset is supposed to be 1.22 No, where's the point? No. Let's see, 1.223 negative, and just press OK. Let's see. Okay, a little better, but let's see. Oh wait, yeah, let's restart that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I kind of helped, kind of didn't. I don't know what to do. Oh wait a second. Hold up. Wait a second. Wait. Does this move? I don't even know. What the heck? Because if you look like before the first line, the first like thicker lines, they seem to go in a pattern. But then after it's kind of like they just disappear. No, it's just like completely random. What? Why? Although I am noticing that this guy right here seems to drop after GPIO in it. So all these little fluctuations are higher, but this, all after that, it like drops down a little bit, goes up, and kind of sits around there. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep these videos around 25 minutes at most. So this will be the end of this video. My findings. I'm still trying to figure out why exactly, or how I'm gonna trigger or figure out the timing with this, because this guy I don't even have plugged in. I just been using it like that. I don't know. But at some point I need to connect everything back up, try the voltage clamp, see if I can get it to output postcodes after it first initiates them, which is what the guy in the video did in order to get the first stage of his hack to work. Well, yeah, that's it for this video.